What's up, faithful watchers? After my several month-long hiatus, I am back with more Simple Souls. This is Sudoku Warrior, by the way. So yeah, last time on Simple Souls, we lowered the water level in New Londo and prepared for an assault on the four kings themselves, the ancient dark rulers of the Abyss. These guys are not a terribly challenging fight, but a lot of people have trouble getting down to them because they don't know that there's a really easy shortcut. So as usual, head down under Firelink Shrine to the lift, stand on the elevator, and this time, since the shortcut is indeed a shortcut and it actually works, use one of your transient curses so you can fight the ghosts on the elevator, so that way you don't have to worry about it lingering around when you're actually in the Four Kings boss room. As you can see there, sometimes it's a good idea to sprint over the plate and activate it so that the elevator comes up. So that way, if you die, you don't have to wait while you pull the lever like I had to at the beginning of the video. But yeah, getting to the Four Kings is very straightforward. Just head straight across these bridges onto this little crenellation thing. I think that's the right word for that. I don't know. And head up to engage these two ghosts. Kill both of them, just like usual. Both easy kills, you know, no poise. Claymore, what up? Smash him to death, and instead of heading up the stairs, head to the right of the stairs and onto this little platform over here. Drop down. You can drop down all at once, but I prefer doing it this way because you lose less health. I don't know, doesn't really matter. And walk up here. Here you encounter a Dark Wraith. They're basically armored at about the same poise as you are, really high poise, and they carry what amounts to a really fast claymore. It's for a lot of poise damage, so unless you're wearing a lot of armor like us, you can get stun-locked really easily. Fortunately, with the claymore, you can backstab them in one hit, so it's really nice to have. This building up ahead, run straight into it and then straight back out. This is to aggro a handful of things at the entrance, so that way you can fight things one at a time instead of in a massive blob. As you can see, when you do walk into the building, it aggroes a few of those banshee ghost things, but don't worry about them. Just keep baiting the Dark Wraith back, and they will de-aggro and run back inside of their little hovel. Dark Wraiths are easy to kill if you use the same technique as we use for everything else in this game, where you back off and stab and back off and stab. So yeah, this thing is called a Mass of Souls, and if you're hitting it for like a nice 420 damage right there, you'll kill it really easily. It has only 2 attacks that it can use at you, which one is to basically spit out a spear and smack you with it, which you can block with your shield, and another is an extremely slow jet of acidic muck that drains your health as though you were, I believe, toxic, and also slows down your motion. So yeah, he can also spit out some of those exploding floating skulls like you saw right there. And, yeah, not that hard of a kill. The skulls, dodging them is really easy. You wait till they start screaming and then roll backwards once or twice. They don't follow you around once they start prepping to explode, so it's really easy to kill them. This one here you can bait into exploding, and no, they don't actually do damage to the Dark Wraiths, which really sucks, because I wish they did, but hey, you still one-shot them with a backstab through the sigmoid colon, so it's not like it matters. Now, the nice thing about Dark Wraiths is, if you max out your item discovery and wear the covetous gold serpent ring, they will drop either 1 Titanite chunk, 2 Titanite chunks, or a Titanite slab when you kill them. Makes them really great things to farm at fairly low risk if you know what you're doing. So yeah, just get behind them, backstab, and head onwards. This is the Four Kings boss battle. A lot of people think it's really difficult, but it's actually one of the easiest in the game if you're not incredibly unlucky. And by unlucky, I mean that the boss doesn't just sit there and spam its most OP broken explosions over and over and over. But the way we fight it, it doesn't really give it a chance to or aggro it into doing so, so it's not really going to be that important. Anyways, run down this staircase. Yes, you can jump off at the top, but you might miss and hit one of the little ledges that's jutting out and instantly kill yourself, which really sucks because you don't get to get into the arena. Make sure you have the Covenant of Artorias on, jump off the ledge, and if you're falling and you realize you don't have the ring on, you're kind of screwed. You instantly die when you make it into the arena. But, regardless, once you get in there, start spinning around the camera and looking for a bright flash of light. Sprint towards it, and proceed to fight it. Okay, so the Four Kings are a little bit weird. Their swords act, if you've ever played Super Smash Bros. Melee, like Marths. Their sweet spot where they do the most damage and most poise damage is out towards the edge of the sword. So, as you can see there, they don't actually do a whole lot of damage when you're standing up right next to them. Makes them really easy to fight. Anyways, between fights, just kick back, spin your camera around, chug some of that delicious Sunny D, and look for the next king. They have only 3 moves that you really need to be scared of. There is a pair of horizontal swipes. There's the first one, and the second one is the one that you actually need to be scared of, because it always staggers you no matter what, and if you're out at the edge of its hitbox, like at the end of the sword, you get hit really, really hard. Yeah, the first 2 kings come relatively quickly, and there's a big pause between the second and the third ones. I have no idea why, but regardless, here it spawns. Head sprinting straight towards it, and it should charge you as well. When you're out far away from it, dodge its attacks, like I said before. But then get in close and hope it doesn't do that explosion. It's a large magical blast that does a lot of damage, does more damage when you're closer to it, but not like that really matters. You can see there, the second hit on that swipe is just brutal, and that giant intimidating looking overhead smash is actually really not that bad at all. So yeah, they also have a grab attack. The grab attack, if you spam your shoulder buttons and your triggers, then you can get out of it relatively easily, but it does do a lot of damage, and it's basically unavoidable unless you get lucky spamming dodges. So yeah, that's basically how to kill the 4 kings. Just stand up there, smack them to bits, and laugh as they die. That is it for this video. I am Sudoku Warrior, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.